Good afternoon, my dear students.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Okay, before we will start our formal discussion for today, may I request everyone to please rise for our prayer. Miss Umbong, kindly lead the prayer.
Dear God, thank you for looking after our school. Thank you that you love each and every one of us here. Help us to learn, play, and share together so that the wonderful world you have made becomes more beautiful every day. Amen.
Amen. Now, class, please do pick up those pieces of papers under your chairs and throw it to the trash can. And kindly arrange your seats properly before you take a seat, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Excellent students, you may now take your seat. Again, good afternoon, class.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
How was your lunch? Did you eat well?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very well. By the way, Miss Saison, kindly check the attendance for this afternoon's class and give it to me at the end of the discussion, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Noted.
Alright, thank you. At this point, I will be introducing to you the classroom rules you need to follow for us to have an organized, collaborative, and fun environment. Please read the first rule.
Listen carefully when someone is talking.
Yes, you must listen carefully when others are talking, either your classmates or teacher, understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now please read the next one.
Raise your hand if you want to speak.
Okay, if you want to say something or ask a question, just raise your hand and be quiet and wait to be called. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Now kindly read the next one, please, class.
Respect one another.
Alright, you need to respect one another. Don't interrupt your classmates or seatmates when they are doing their homeworks or working on their task. Is that understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now please read the fourth one.
Follow instructions carefully.
Follow the instructions carefully in every activity in order to produce a great output. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, next rule please.
Set aside your gadgets and stuff that isn't necessary in the discussion.
Right. You must get rid of things which can distract you to focus throughout the discussion. Did you get it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, kindly read the next one, please.
No foods or drink allowed during the class, except water.
Foods and drinks can make mess in your plates and will affect your focus on learning. So you must not tolerate that. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Alright. Now, last but not the least, let us read it all together.
Be proud of your work and enjoy while working.
Do not be anxious if you see others' works as great than yours. All your works are beautiful and magnificent in its unique way. You did your best to create that one, so you must be proud of yourself for producing that outcome, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so will you able to follow those rules, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, excellent students, very active. Now, who among you here can give me a recap about our previous lesson? Yes, Mr. Jenray.
Our last topic is all about the story of the poem entitled Jabberwocky.
Okay, very good. It is all about the poem entitled Jabberwocky. Then who is the author of the poem? Yes, Mr. G.
The author of the poem we read last lesson was Lewis Carroll.
Yes, the author of the poem is Mr. Lewis Carroll. Very good, Miss Regine. Okay, so what does the poem all about? Yes, Mr. Christian?
It is all about a young brave boy who defeated the furious monster in the woods, namely Jabberwock.
It is all about a brave young boy who faced its fear, and fortunately, he won the battle, fighting the monster, namely Jabberwock. Very well. Then what have you learned from the poem we've read? Yes, Mr. Tanaman.
I've learned in the poem that We must face our fear to carry on with life, and we must not be stagnant with our fear. Get out in your comfort zone and move
That
forward.
was absolutely right, Mr. Tanaman. The poem tells us that in able for us to defeat our fears in life, face it, live the doubt, and do it directly. There, you'll find out how far you'll go. Okay? So do you have any questions regarding your prior topic?
None, ma'am.
Okay, if there is none, I will now group the class into two. Please start from one.
1, 2.
1.
Okay, now, before we will proceed to our lesson proper, I have here a video to present. Please observe throughout the video for I am going to ask questions afterwards, okay? Alright, here it is.
I need you to find a reason to keep going. And if you can find a reason to keep going, I know you're strong enough to do it because you're human. And every human has what it takes to get past whatever they're going through if they decide to. Push through it. Push through it. Tragedy and trials come to everybody. Only the strong survive.
The fight isn't over. The fight is just beginning. You have the opportunity to show the world what you are really.
Okay, class, what do you think is the video all about? Yes, Paolo. Yes, very good. It is a motivational speech about life. Alright, for you, class, how can you describe life? Yes, John. Yes, very well explained. Life is an up and down journey. Struggles is part of our life, not just to break us, but to mold us into a better and stronger one. Okay, another question. What should you do when life gets tough? Are you just going to quit? Yes, Alejandro. Absolutely right. Yes, life is full of battle and all you need to do is face and won it. Quitting must not be in your vocabulary if you want to grow in life, okay? Alright, so from the video shown and your responses, what do you think will be our topic for today? Very good, Christian! It is all about life, for we will be tackling the poem If by Rudyard Kipling. To move on, let us read the objectives first. Okay, can we attain those objectives, class? Very good, of course we can. So, for the starting of the lesson, students, ready na? Ready na? Alright, wonderful. Now, before we will proceed to the main part of the lesson, let us first exercise our minds and vocabulary learning. We will be having an activity entitled Pick My Family. The directions is, identify the meaning that best describes the underlined word. Choose your answer from the choices. Encircle your chosen answer. I will be flashing the activity in the screen. Am I clear? Okay, very good. If you have any clarifications, just approach me and feel free to ask, okay? Okay, I'll be giving you 10 minutes to finish. You may start now. Okay, 10 minutes already passed. Are you all done? That is good to hear. If that's so, let us unlock all together the questions, okay? Let us read the number 1. What is the underlined word there? Okay, triumph. What do you think from the choices best describe triumph? Yes, very good. It is success. Triumph is an achievement in life. Now let us proceed. Please read the number 3. What is the underlined word there? Alright, knave. Then what do you think from the choices best describe the word knave? Excellent comprehension. It is a villain. Who got perfect score? Just raise your hand. Good job, students. I see that a lot of you have a perfect score. Okay, at this point, before we will go deeper to our main topic for today, let us know first the background of the author, namely Rudyard Kipling. Please listen carefully in every detail I will share, for we will be having activity afterwards by group, okay? Very well. Let us now start with the discussion. Rudyard Kipling was an English author, famous for an array of works like Just So Stories, F, and The Jungle. He received the 1907 Nobel Prize in Literature. Joseph Rudyard Kipling was born in India in December 30, 1865 in Mumbai and educated in England but returned in India in 1882. Okay, did you listen and understand the part of the discussion, class? Okay, if that's so, let's see if you do. I will be conducting an activity entitled Let Me Answer. So the instructions is, each group must form a line in the middle of the classroom. The first person in line will read the question I've prepared and pass it until it will reach to the last person in line. And that last person will whisper its answer to me in front. Got it? Okay. Great job, students! The winner for this activity is the Group 2. Congratulations! I will be giving the grand prize to the winner and consolation prize to the other group who didn't win. Don't worry, all of you did an excellent work. Now, I have prepared questions that serve as a guide upon reading the poem. You'll answer these questions after the reading, so please be observant and attentive while reading. Alright? Now, everyone, please read the following. The numbers 1, 2, and 3 will be answered by the group 1, and the numbers 4, 5, and 6 will be answered by the group 2. I will be providing the copy of the poem and you'll do a silent reading with your groups. I'll be giving you 10 minutes. Okay, time's up, students. Have you comprehended the poem very well? Okay, if that's so, let's see if you really does. Let us now answer the guide questions given earlier. Choose a representative of the group to stand and state your answer in every question that is assigned for you. Understood? Very good. Now let us start with the group 1. Here is your first question. What does Rudyard Kipling wants to convey to us with his poem? If yes, very good. He wants to tell us that in life, we must maintain our balance in every situation. Become confident and humble at all times. Okay, let us now proceed to the group 2. Here is your last question. Who is the specific person that Rudyard Kipling told in the story? Wow, excellent comprehension. You figured it out. It is his son. Very well. Impressive, students. Very good indeed. Let's give a clap for yourselves. Good job. Now, students, did you remember all the details of our topic this afternoon? Okay, let's see if you really are. We will be having another activity entitled Bowl of Fortune. The instructions is, write your name in a 1/4 sheet of paper and pass it to your teacher. Once you are called, pick a piece of paper in the bowl, which consists of questions regarding the whole discussion. Okay, I have all your papers here, and let me pick who's the first one. Okay, Erica, please come here in front. Okay, your question is, who is the author in the poem we read earlier? Very good, it is Joseph Rudyard Kipling. You may now take your seat. Next. Joseph, please come here in front and pick in the bowl. Your question is, where did the author live and get his education? Excellent! He lived in India, specifically in Mumbai, and get his education in England. I can see that you happily do your task earlier. And now let us move forward for another group activity. This time, it is a form of performance. Okay, students, listen up. Before I will reveal the next activity, let me ask you, what kind of performances have you done in your previous school year? Yes, Mr. Tubos. Wow, a very unique and great performance, you may say, from your explanation itself. Thank you for sharing, Mr. Tubos. Okay, class, have you noticed that most of our performances we've done are more on using voice, actions, mouth, body gestures, and the like? Alright, I am questioning you though, it is because the activity you'll do is connected with it. Are you ready to know what is it? Okay, the title of our activity is Move It. You're going to perform different activities. The mechanics will be like this. The group 1 will do a speech choir while the group 2 will do a jazz chant. And the piece you'll use in those performances is the poem entitled If by Rudyard Kipling. Each group will be given 15 minutes to plan, prepare, and practice. Do you understand, class? Okay, you can bring your copies while performing, but it depends on how you use it, as long as you perform it according to the plan of your group. And also, please see the rubrics for your guidelines. See the rubrics for your guidelines in planning your performance. You may start now. Okay, 15 minutes already passed. Students, are you all done preparing? Okay, very good. You may now start your performance. What a spectacular performance, students! You didn't fail to meet my expectations. I also expect that you'll do a great job. Congratulations! This time, I want to hear your thoughts, students, about our topic for today. Anyone in the class? Yes, Miss Umbog. Thank you, Miss Umbog, for that magnificent message. The run of our life depends on how we control it. We must keep our control balanced so that the flow of our journey is great. Alright? Now, since you are very knowledgeable about the discussion based on your performances, let's test the overall learning you have throughout our discussion. We will be having a quiz. It consists of 2 parts. Test 1 is multiple choice and test 2 is essay. The quiz will be in the quizzes app. I will be sending the link in the group chat and just click it, okay? You only have 15 minutes to answer this. Please do read the instructions carefully upon answering it, okay? If you do have questions and clarifications, just approach me, alright? Okay, very good. You may now start. Okay, I can see that all of you here already responded in the link. And a lot of you got perfect scores. Congratulations, that is very good to see. Let's clap for everyone. Congratulations, students. Yes, great job. Let's give a clap for everyone. Well done. Okay, now, I am going to wrap today's class with an assignment. Instructions. Choose at least 4 lines in the poem and interpret its meaning. Below, reflect it to the instances of your life. Write it in a 1 whole sheet of paper and kindly fill in the information needed above the rubrics. See the rubrics also for your guide as you create your assignment, okay? Did you understand the instructions? Okay, very good. So that's all for today, class. You all did a very good job. Thank you for your cooperation. Goodbye and see you in the next meeting.